All right. We're live, baby. Cyclone, what up? It's just going to be myself today on today's stream. Fortunately, TJ is still dealing with his little ear infection that he's got going on. Already 16 of you guys in here. Appreciate everyone. Eric, Jack, everybody coming in. Hit the like button while you're joining. I would appreciate it. We're going to go through all of these apps, as we always do. Snipe the best valuable possible. Currently on the boards for PrizePicks, Underdog, ParlayPlay, Fliff, Jock Market. Jock Market has been absolutely insane as of late. So if you guys don't have Jock Market, you need to be on it. I'm telling you, the value on that app is better than ParlayPlay nowadays. You guys remember, we were all over ParlayPlay and all the value that they had. They still have plenty of value. ParlayPlay does not lack value, but Jock Market has just been on another level. I don't know what happened, but if you're not on that, you can use code DUSTIN to get on Jock Market and start following along those Jock Market plays. All right, 28 people, 7 likes. Once again, as you're coming in, drop a like, hit the like button. Does help us out. Helps us get this live stream feed out to more people there on YouTube, and helps us keep going here. Were you wearing hats before your haircut? I feel like you look the same, but something's different. I would not. Like, I had some streams where I was wearing a hat, some streams where I was just like did my hair like my normal way. But no, I did just get a haircut the other day, so I don't know. But speaking of hats, I do have a sick new hat. So haven't wore it yet. I was thinking about wearing it for this live stream, and then my wife said, nah, you know what? Show off the haircut, so that's what I'm doing. So. All right, 43 people in here. I think that we go ahead and just start diving in and sniping some of these plays here on PrizePicks. Looks like we still have some pretty solid MLB value. We'll go ahead and hit a refresh. That way we just make sure we're not missing anything here. All right. I know a lot of you guys are hating this Ronald Acuna under fantasy score, but as you know, we will play this every single time, right? If we look at the fantasy scores page. So basically we take the even lines on DraftKings. Oops. Did I hit pitcher fantasy score? Okay, no. Okay, we just added them into the same tab. Okay. So for pitcher fantasy score, if DraftKings, we take the even lines for all the statistics that make up hitter fantasy score over there on PrizePicks, they would be projecting this about 9.9 fantasy score for Ronald Acuna today. That's off by 1.6. So I'm comfortable taking that on the under still. Guys, I did this earlier in my PrizePicks video. Oops, I forgot he has the accent. It doesn't matter that he's hit 4 out of the last 5 games. I could care less in the sake that this is a new team he's playing, new pitching matchup, as is every single game. There's so much stuff that gets taken into account for the lines that are that sportsbooks and PrizePicks set. And sportsbooks specifically, FanDuel, DraftKings, all of them, they have $1 million models that take all of this into account. So it wouldn't be useful for me to go off the sportsbooks and basically play plays that they are giving favorable outcomes for, and still going back and looking at last 10 game logs, because that's all taken into account. Weather, matchups, the whole works. It's all taken into account into those sportsbooks lines that I'm trusting. I'm putting my trust in. I trust the data. The more data, the better. If there's more sports books that are backing this, the better. But yeah, I could care less about the last 5 game log that says he went 4 out of the last 5. They brought back player history. Yes, they sure did. Sano, what up, baby? So yeah, so we can start there with Ronald Acuna under 11.5 fantasy score. Now I'm just gonna build this slip out because there's not too much MLB value, but there is some. We could also take these two plays here, look really solid in UFC. You're getting a half round discount on both of these. So Chris Dicus and Khalil Roundtree just to make it into the second round, basically, guys. So on the fight time tab, I'm gonna probably wait just a little bit closer to the middle of the week before I take a couple of these UFC props. But good value still on these. If you guys don't know, the way that it portrays is by rounds here on the optimizer. But underneath the UFC tab, if I can find it, if I just slow down, MMA, that's why. It's actually under fight time. So we look at Roundtree. 5 minutes is each round in the UFC. So this would be one round, which is like how we're projecting it here on the optimizer. So the sportsbook line on BetOnline is set to 1.5. So 0.5 round discrepancy there. Really, you're hoping he makes it into this. They make it into the second round. Basically, same thing here. Under 2, sportsbook line is set to 1.5 rounds. So that's how you kind of read that, just so you guys know if you guys are unaware. Now, we might have to take one of these in our slip. Let's go ahead and actually add, we got Roundtree right here. Let's go ahead and add Roundtree on the over of 5 fight time or over 1 round, just because we want to make sure our fair odds percentage, even adding in these MLB plays, is going to be above that 54.34% fair odds percentage in the individual legs. So basically, if you took the average of these percentages, we need it above that 54.34. Oh, this is a really good play. Minus 160, so we should really hurry up and try and get this in. So Beto, under 1.5 walks. This isn't going to be up here long, guys. So if you're, kind of looking at this, just kind of go if you need to. Garrett Cole, under 39.5 fantasy score. We can talk about it after, but I want to go ahead and get us this in. I got it earlier today at 40.5, I believe. And then we'll add Corey Seager under 8.5 fantasy score to this slip, and that should be a 5 flex for us. But you got to move quick. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Your payouts are different than the standard payouts as a result of this combination of players. Okay, so all right, take out Ronald Acuna because screw that. That's not going to make a good plus EV slip. Take out Ronald Acuna. We really need to get this Beto play in. I've already played Ronald Acuna, so that's why I'm saying this. Minus 160, minus 164 is insane. Then we could take, honestly, let's just take Forsaken over 31, 1.5 kills off of ParlayPlay and Underdog. So that's Forsaken in Valorant. Or if you guys wanted to stick with MLB, Freddie Freeman under 9 or Lindor over 7.5. But I'm taking Forsaken over 31.5 in Valorant. That's F and then the number 0, guys, over 31.5. So boom. That's a slip right there. So you got to wait a little while to cash out on the MMA slip. Obviously we're hoping that we're waiting on a 10x right there in order to be able to cash this slip out. But really solid slip. Just want to be sure that was Beto under. Yep, under 1.5 walks there on PrizePicks. Khalil Roundtree, Cole. So I'm trying to also. I've played Cole. I played him at the better number. I guess maybe I will double dip a little bit here. But I'm going to make sure I get these in because that Beto play is really solid. If you guys wanted to replace one of them, you have the Ronald Acuna under fantasy score. Lil Roundtree. Beto, Cole, Forsaken. Go ahead and refresh one more time for us, because I think these are still up. Yeah, so it's still up here, guys. Actually, let's see. Yeah, that's a solid slip. I totally get you not waiting on the MMA. I mean, it's value up here. I really do suggest you play it. I just want to see kind of a little bit how these lines adjust here on the odds that we're getting for UFC. I do like to see a little bit of these adjustments, because obviously these lines move with sharp bettors, putting money down on these sports books like Bet Online. I think Bovada oftentimes has these as well. So I like to see what directions they go, and typically right off jump, they're not hammering these as soon as line come out. So that's why I say wait, but like either way, this will probably get bumped. This will probably get bumped down. I mean, this is now plus 140 on the over of on the under of 1.5. We get it at 2. Let's see. Mason says those League of Legends plays were insane on Friday. Hopefully, we get more craziness live stream this week. I know. Does it hurt to play at Colt if I also played him at under 40? I mean, obviously, you have that one fantasy point discrepancy that it could like land in, obviously, but nonetheless, I mean, it's still a really, really good play. Cole at 54.38%. It was better earlier at that 40%, but still a good play nonetheless. I mean, it's off by 2.2. Still, if these two books were to have a fantasy score market for pitchers, so and not only that, you get 2 different references here, Caesars and DraftKings. So I mean, it's not that big a difference. Still a plus EV play if you're playing it in a 5-pick flex, 6-pick flex. Locked in Beto. Did Beto get removed? I'm sure that will be removed very shortly. All right. We're going to go ahead move on past prize picks for just a little bit. We'll come back. We'll refresh. You guys here in chat, let me know if you guys see something pop up on prize picks or any of these apps that we can jump to it. None of us want to miss value. If you guys are looking out for us, we're looking out for you guys as always. So if somebody says, go check Jock Market and there's a 62% play, like I want all of us to get that. So let me know in chat if you guys do see something. Beto walks taking off. Yeah, I knew it would. That's why I wanted to go ahead and just make sure we got that in. Insane play. Minus 160 basically across those 3 sports books that had it up. Insane. Prize picks don't leave them. Honestly, they left that up longer than they have been lately. So glad we were able to take advantage of it. I'm assuming that is TJ on the DG Fantasy Prize Picks and Sports Betting account there. Wow, look at this handsome guy in his new haircut. Yeah, I know. Looking fresh. Need Underdog to post League of Legends so we can middle 100%. Jock Market is cracking right now. Oh, God. I knew TJ would love that one. Yeah, that was a little tough. Nick Allen. So I just jumped to Jock Market just because someone had mentioned it here. Jesus. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this in. I'm going to take literally these top plays right here, guys. And we can kind of talk through it. I'm going to try and get them in really quick, though. So Nick Allen, under 1 total base. We have Strider under 18.5 outs. Minus 155. Minus 183 Caesars. And then Freddie Peralta. This is actually a weird one here. Earned runs is at 2. Sportsbook line's at 1.5. That's like the even line. So this is a really solid play. So we're going to be taking the under on Freddie Peralta. 2 earned runs. Spencer Strider under 18.5 pitching outs. Nick Allen under 1 total base. So we get the push potential there with Allen. But man, that was great timing. Great timing. Love that slip there. Trying to see one thing here. See. Compliment rescinded. Underdog is getting smarter with middling. They're becoming 1.5 instead of 2 discrepancies. Nuke error hedge right now. Sean, what are you talking about? Can't just say that. That is just in general a really good slip here. We still have more to make. I was trying to see if we had some correlation. What I love doing here on Jock Market, because we're playing our three-man non-insured slips, getting it at minus 122. So everything you see here on the screen is viable in a 3-pick play here on Jock Market. So you're going to be wanting to play, or the 5-man insured slips, minus 118. But for the sake of this slip, I was trying to find maybe some correlation with Lindor over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. New York Mets. So I'm looking for some Mets here on the board. We're getting down a little too low, so there's going to be no correlation for him. And this is just another way to help you guys build your slips. Earlier today, Salvador Perez was at 2 hits, runs, RBIs. So the under is going to be favored on that because you're getting a 0.5 discrepancy. Now it's at 1.5, so you could take the over here, and minus 150. So good odds. But what I went ahead and did earlier, we had the under of 2 on Salvador Perez, and then who was it? There was another player. I'm trying to remember his name. That was also Kyle Isabel. So this is also favored on the under of 1.5, both on the same team. So therefore, the opposing pitcher having a good game, blah, blah, blah. Less likely for the, getting more strikeouts and such. Less likely for those 2 hitters to go over being in the same game, going up against the same pitcher. I also had another stack. It was, I'm forgetting the stacks I had earlier today. I'm trying to think. Jock Market is only available on the phone, on like iOS or Android or whatever, not on PC just yet. Oh, it was Miami. So I had 2 people on Miami to go over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Also good positive correlation there. If you guys aren't on Jock Market already, you can use code DUSTIN, DUSTIN, when signing up. It's also linked in the description of this live. And you guys can go ahead and get still on ParlayPlay if anyone missed it. Nice. So we'll pop over there in 1 second. I just want to double check we're not missing out on any correlation here. I mean, if you missed the correlation earlier, you could still get MJ Melendez and Kyle Isabel both on the under for Kansas City and take one of these other top plays to go ahead and get your... No, it is code Dustin, but yeah. D-Bone would be solid. Yeah. Think we'll go ahead and hop over to ParlayPlay. I know a lot of people been loving ParlayPlay. Beto still on ParlayPlay, which is absolutely insane that they still have it up. It just goes to show you guys having all of these apps and why I'm telling you about Jock Market. I mean, Sleeper, you can also use code Dustin, but telling you about all these Underdog, PrizePicks, ParlayPlay, all of these apps. If sometimes they all post them right around the same time, sometimes some remove them quicker than others. Have all of them. Be able to take advantage of the value when one removes it. You didn't get it in, but you can go over here to ParlayPlay, get in Beto walks with a bunch of these other plays. So we're gonna go ahead, click 5-pick insured slips is what we're playing here on ParlayPlay. So got it right here. We can go ahead and get Osvaldo Beto under walks if we miss playing that. Tony Gonsolin under 4 strikeouts, almost even line. Actually, these have been creeping up set to 3.5 on sportsbooks. Odds are just keep increasing in our favor to go under. And then Ohtani, I know you guys are going to hate that one, but it is what it is. They're too aggressive. ParlayPlay is too aggressive in Ohtani's fantasy score. So take the under there. Can't play Beto again, but we got Freeman under 11. I know you guys probably hate to hear that. Too aggressive once again. Freddie Peralta over 4 hits allowed. Now, this one is different because we're taking the higher number here on ParlayPlay, but Sportsbook line set to 3.5. Look at this juice on the over of 3.5. Pinnacle's got it minus 209 for him to go over 3.5, which would result in a push of 4 if he just went over it and got to 4. But the juice is so heavy, taking that into account for this to go over or push here on ParlayPlay, still a really, really good play. If you guys don't mind dropping a like, hit the like button. 16 likes, 47 viewers. Math ain't mathin', baby. And you know we're all about the math here. Peralta strikeouts is favored and is set to 8. Negative correlation. What are you getting at? If you're playing them in the same slip, that would certainly be negative correlation. I mean, I guess you can't play them in the same slip. If you're going to do a parlay on like Fliff and you took the over strikeouts and over hits, like that would be negative correlation. I don't know what it is, guys. I hope my computer is going to make it through because it's the loudest I've ever heard it since I've gotten it today. I hope she's going to be all right. Value is meh to Faye. I see meant today. It's honestly not been terrible. Seeing a lot of the same props up here. I mean, definitely enough to get in some plays on each of these apps. I mean, even these plays down here are still good to go ahead and get in if you're taking some of these higher plays on ParlayPlay. But I mean, there's some positive correlation here. Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts on their unders in fantasy score. Excuse me. I don't even think we checked Underdog. So yeah, I mean that's a slip here on ParlayPlay. Underdog, solid value here. I know we've talked about these, so I've all played those if you've been watching. I've also played them, but you got some other good plays here. I mean, once again, Cole's fantasy score. I mean, if you take Judge and Smith here, you can come down here and grab one of these other plays, like George Springer or Semien, both under 2 hits, runs, RBIs. Those are solid plays that you can get in with this Judge and Will Smith play because we're looking for that 55% on these 3-pick non-insured slips. So just like Jock Market, Underdog also 3-pick non-insured and 5-pick insured slips are what you're wanting to play. The 3-pick insured is very simple. You never want to play 3-mans on PrizePicks, especially because you're getting 5x payout if you go 3 of 3, as opposed to when you could play it on Underdog or Jock Market at 6x payout, going 3 of 3 in those slip types. Highly suggest playing them over there as opposed to PrizePicks. Do you know you're a DGF member when you know when WNBA has no games? Yes, correct. Wait until college football, NFL, and MLB all live together. Yep, you are on point with that, my friend, because it's insane. If you guys remember, we even seen it in the preseason game. Underdog posted their lines first, then PrizePicks came out with them, right? This is just in preseason. Underdog was 15 yards higher on Zach Wilson, I believe it was, passing yards. 15 yards doesn't seem like a lot. 1-2 passes. I mean, completed passes, that could be the difference, right? Ended up going under, I believe, on both. I think PrizePicks was at 69.5, or I'm trying to remember. I actually did not end up getting it in. So hopefully some people did cash in on it. But last year, college football, NFL, we've seen like, unreal discrepancies. 25, 30, 40-yard pass yard discrepancies. 10-yard, 15-yard receiving discrepancies. Rushing yard discrepancies. Pretty insane. This year is going to be wild. If you don't have the optimizer and you guys have been watching these streams, I don't think there's a better time to get started than now. Get ready for football season. Learn how to use it. Mess with it throughout baseball. Watch our YouTube videos that we've posted. That's the one thing I talked about on Twitter today. Oh, Michigan. So no, relax. Nobody needs to hear you talk about Michigan football right now. Time and place, buddy. Time and place. And it ain't here and it ain't on my show. But no, in general, it's no better time. Because if you start messing with it, you go watch our videos on YouTube, how to use the optimizer, how to become a profitable sports bettor by using this plus EV strategy that we preach. Get ready for football season. It's going to be amazing. Promise you guys. And the more these DFS apps come up with these crazier things like PrizePicks does, they have a bunch of different categories when NFL season's up. Hopefully we see ParlayPlay, Underdog, them add these other punts like PrizePicks had last year, right? So we can compare. If they're off in punts, we can take advantage of it. Let's compare these discrepancies. Compare the market. That's what we preach. Fall is upon us. Can't wait. Hater. He's spitting, though. You already know, so now go Knowles, baby. Damn, I just went on a tangent. Kind of gave myself a little headache there. But yeah, I was spitting though. I want to ask one thing of everybody in chat. One thing, if you guys could do me a favor, our dear friend TJ has just been feeling really bad with this earache thing he's got going on. I just feel terrible for him. I think that everybody should tweet at TJ, hashtag feel better TJ, and let's get this man some prayers and get him feeling better. So go ahead, tweet at TJ_DGF, hashtag get better TJ. There it is, Simon. Simon's starting it in the chat here on YouTube. Go ahead and tweet it at him. Let him know he's loved, and we want him on the live streams as soon as possible, as soon as that year. If you guys don't know, TJ, like the last week, has done our streams like this. One headphone up here, one up here. There it is. I love it. I can't wait to see both those headphones on soon. Exactly. That's funny. Yeah. All right, enough of that funniness, but let's go ahead and move on. Let's go back to PrizePicks, see if we got something here. See if anything else has popped up. So this play actually got even better. This Jamie Pickett, Josh Freeman. So under 2 total rounds, so under 10 fight time on PrizePicks is how it will show. So now, can you screenshot the chat? That's everybody wishing TJ to feel better. That's funny. So, I mean, really, there's no value here on PrizePicks that we haven't taken advantage of. Besides, if you didn't get this play in, or you're just now joining the live stream and you need a 5-flex, you could essentially get it in above that 54.34%, taking these top 5. Or even if you played some of these and you needed to come down here to a couple of these, as long as you're taking these top couple to skew your percentage to get it above that, make it a plus EV slip, you would be good. Just pop back in over here on Underdog. Nothing quite. Oh, we need to check Fliff here in just a second. I'm assuming LOL will be added to Sports Battle soon, right, on the Opto. Believe it's been on there. in general. Basically the same value that we're seeing on some of these other apps right now on Sports Battle, and that's part of the reason why I like Jock Market. They offer us a lot of these different props. Like if you guys don't remember, if you were here last stream, Matt was on. I believe he mentioned it too. But like Jock Market during NBA season, they were giving us like 3-point made props on players that PrizePicks and Underdog and stuff would not give us. Like Jokic over 1 3-pointer made, something like that. So I mean, good potential to go over 0.5, but not as good to go over that 1 number. So you got push potential. But they offer a lot of different props. So oftentimes we see the value is a little different here on these props for ParlayPlay. Not quite sure what that message means. Do we have a Discord? So we have 2 Discords technically, right? And if you guys don't know, I'll share with you guys. So we have one that anybody that has a DGF membership, if you have the Daily Grind tool and you have a membership currently active, we can get you into that. That's basically like our community Discord where people are pinging in real time when plays get brought up on the optimizer later. So if there's a 62% play that gets thrown up on PrizePicks, somebody sees it on the optimizer, they ping the Discord notifications for you to be able to get that play in before it gets bumped. So I highly suggest if you're on the optimizer to get into that, you can message the @DG Fantasy Twitter, or you can message me on Twitter @SportsByDustin. If you're not following me, follow me on @SportsByDustin. And we can go ahead and get you into that. As long as you have an active membership, we'll get you there. We also have a premium picks Discord, which to be able to get into that, first off, if you use code DUSTIN on Jock Market or Sleeper, send me a screenshot of you using code DUSTIN and depositing, because you do have to deposit in order for this to go ahead and for us to get you in. Screenshot of you using code Dustin and depositing. I will go ahead and message me on Twitter at SportsByDustin, and I will go ahead and get you an invite into the Premium Picks Discord, where you got people like myself, Matt, TJ, Sano, Alex Monahan, J-Bomb, all posting slips, full-out slips that we're playing on these DFS apps. So I highly suggest, even if you're not in the optimizer, I'm telling you, go ahead, use my code Dustin, and if you're not on some of these other apps like ParlayPlay and Underdog, PrizePicks, code DGF, send us a screenshot, and we'll go ahead and get you in there, because if you're tailing all these slips we're tossing in there, it's been going pretty good for most of you guys. I know sometimes stuff gets bumped and you might not be able to get it in after we play them, but we try to make up for it, give you some replacements and stuff as well. So yeah, 2 different Discords. Let's see if we can find a little bit of correlation here that might make sense. Good news. See this, guys? This is how it works. So just earlier, we got that Spencer Strider line 18.5 on, I believe it was Jock Market, right? Yes, TJ. Everybody is severely concerned about your ear, and we can't wait to see you with 2 headphones on. He's absolutely battling, he says. He's honestly, it is really crazy, to say the least. I mean, this guy has been battling this ear thing he's got. I don't even know if you can call it an infection or what, but like this ear thing he's got going on for like a month now. Feel bad for the kid. Yeah, so Lido Sauce, go ahead and message live chat on DG Fantasy. Like on the website, you can go ahead and message the live chat down here in the bottom right. I believe you can see it on my screen. Go ahead, message it, and you'll let them know you're trying to get into the community Discord or whatever one you're trying to get into, and we'll go ahead and get it taken care of. A 6-man flex would cure the ear. I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would. TJ, go ahead, battle a little harder. Maybe tweet us out a little 6 flex to go ahead and make all of our ears feel a little extra better too. We would appreciate it. I cut myself off. TJ kind of cut me off, but I cut myself off to read his stuff. But Spencer Strider, we got that just a little bit ago. I'm just checking on my phone because it's only available on the phone. I thought that we got that. Yeah. So we got an 18.5 pitching outs on the under. Minus 174, minus 160. Now, Jock Market has now bumped this down 0.5. So, definitely, we're dodging the push potential here, to get to 18. So we get that 0.5 better line now, getting it in as early as we did. Minus 174 Pinnacle line. So, shout out to us. Shout out to us. TJ's ears chalked. Yep. Just going to have to cut that thing off. Wealth transfer of sports betting is going to be crazy because DFS apps are relatively new. It's actually insane, Alex. Sports betting is only growing year in and year out like crazy. And then like these DFS apps, there's new ones popping up left and right with more to offer, more free money via signing up with the deposit matches, more data points for us to go ahead and compare here on our tools. Like, insane. And there's so many markets. Like, just wait until DraftKings, FanDuel, and them, they catch up to the esports market. Like right now we have the one sportsbook, BetNo, that posts player prop, like kill projections and lines. Wait till FanDuel, DraftKings, Pinnacle, they finally get into those markets and start giving us lines as well. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's when. I almost messed up a really great quote there. But yeah. You've had a Matt Wick and your ears hurting it. For years hurting it. That's funny. Side note, thank God I got my NHA money out like a week before they locked everything. Oh, you dirty dog. Mine's still sitting in there. I had a deposit a little bit before that, but I didn't take out nearly all my money in, so I'm close. Yep. NFL season, the whole works. I mean, I like when there's NFL and NBA going on. Is there a better time? Is there like TJ tweeted out a meme, like the Flex Seal guy just slapping a thing on this spout that was broken or whatever. NFL season fixes everything, but NFL and NBA, life can't be bad. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm looking here, trying to find us a little bit of correlation. I don't know if I just missed any when I was quickly going through here, but I mean, these are solid plays. If you guys haven't got these in, go ahead and get them. I've played some of these pitching out props already. I actually put one in the Premium Picks Discord. I believe it was with Joey Wentz. Solid plays here on Jock Market. I'm going to kind of cycle back through at least one more time, guys, and see what we got. Okay. This is a one that I have not seen. So minus 145, Bet Online has this to go under 1.5 total rounds for JP buys. Marcus McGee. No discrepancy here, but as you can see, juiced on the under of 1.5. So that's why it's popping up almost 56%. I know we've already talked about these other two. Ronald Acuna, I'm not trying to skip over it. I've talked about it already. It's too aggressive of a line. It's off. And actually, I think DraftKings actually got this even more so now. Yeah, I think it was like 1.2. Yeah, it was 9.9. I think they had it projected. So now, odds are changing. Money's coming in. And now it's closer to 9.7 is what DraftKings is giving that projection. So even better in our favor there. PrizePicks, Might be moving this down here soon. So if you haven't got it in, snag it. Same thing with Garrett Cole. This has already been bumped down. We got it at a better number. If you have the optimizers, you know. Dave, I appreciate you saying that. Anything on Fliff? I actually meant to check Fliff just a little bit ago. Did not remember to go to it. I think we've played just about everything for now. We did forget our good app here over on Fliff. Some really solid plays. You know, typically these higher odds plays is where we're gonna find these big edges, like 2-3%. Obviously, these aren't high percentage plays to hit, guys. You're not supposed to be throwing full units on these. I just hit something on my keyboard. Full units on these. Kelly Criterion calculator you can use to go ahead and determine what you're going to go ahead and bet on this app, on these plays, or like how Matt kind of does it. He had made a reference where if a $10 unit better, or I think it was a $10 unit better. Anyways, if you're trying to get $10 to win each time on these bets, you know, I'm just throwing out numbers here, plus 350, you only need to put $1.50 to win the $10 that you're looking for here on Fliff. It's a breakdown. He's tweeted it out before, so I'm sure if you go find it, it's actually, I think he just retweeted it actually, to find out, you know, how you should be doing these payouts on these plays on Fliff. Obviously, they have the player props, but this minus 4.5 run line, it's not that often that teams are going to win by 4.5 runs in general. 26%. You know what I'm saying? But huge edge. Plus 350, you get this on Fliff, as opposed to plus 290, plus 275, and the other two sports books we have odds for. Then another one here. This one. The more sports books, the better. We have 3 sports books all around that 220, 225 range. You get this under 6.5 in the Oakland A's Rangers game. Total score under 6.5. Alt line, of course, plus 270 when these other sports books are in, you know, the agreeance of plus 220-ish area. Now, why would we trust that Fliff is off here, right? Because you're looking at 3 other major sports books that have this all around the same price, right? There's only one sports book that is wildly off or wildly different than these other 3. It's pretty clear why we take this on Fliff as opposed to those, not only because, you know, the better bang for your buck and the value, but it's just they're the ones that are simply off. Under first half total run, so after 5 innings, that would be, if you're looking for that on Fliff, under 2.5 in the Dodgers Padres game, plus 435. Wow. Plus 350, plus 333. Pretty insane. Plus 100 odds, like above this. That's wild. I know a lot of people like to play some player props for straight bets and such on Fliff. So, I mean, a lot of times they're the higher percent odds to hit. There's really nothing on here for that. So you can kind of search by these odds percent to hit. You still want to make sure you're getting a good edge on those plays if you are playing them, those higher percent odds to hit. So make sure you guys are taking that. You're not taking these, you know, red plays here on Fliff. You're going to want to take these green plays. It can be yellow as well, but as long as you're getting that edge and getting that better number on Fliff. Lido Sauce. Sano says he had just messaged you back on support. So there you go. Thanks, Sano. Appreciate you. I do think I'm just going to kind of click through a little bit here and just make sure that nothing crazy has popped up. Gonsolin play, I think it's still creeping up there, getting better. Wait a second. Hang on. Okay, there might be a little bit of League of Legends starting to creep on to these boards on PrizePicks Underdog. So be on the lookout for some League of Legends. If you have the optimizer, you guys will be able to get it in, sure we'll tweet maybe some slips out and such. So make sure you guys are following all of us here on DGF. Appreciate you guys. I am going to end the stream there. Been live about 45 plus minutes. We got some value in. Let's see it cash. Value creates profit, guys. If we're getting these plays in, taking these really, really good plays on apps that you're getting better payouts on, as if you were to parlay them on DraftKings and such, getting minus 180 plays on, PrizePicks at minus 119. That's insane. And over the long term, we're going to be profitable. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure if the boy TJ is going to be back for that one with the little ear infection he's got going on. Maybe Matt will be on. Nonetheless, expect a stream every day. You guys know it. I love you guys, and